Have no fear, the Digipreneur is here even on this Tuesday inside the heat, inside the source, going down the road towards Carnival. Keron is making some time to touch base with us. Keron, great to see you, man. Happy Carnival, by the way. I'm sure I'll see you on the road.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
I know we got to keep the conversation Carnival related this time.
Of course. Well, I'm watching, three things all small businesses should do for the Carnival, and I'm wondering, how would we even describe, let's say, a small business in the Carnival? We're looking at what the makeup artists, all those who get involved, and from what aspect we're looking at it? From the creative side, or from more the entrepreneurial kind of sales on the ground kind of side?
From the food vendors that are selling food on the side of the road to the makeup artists, a lot of people who are involved in almost every single aspect, right? There's a couple of things that I think now that we have all the foreigners that are coming in, that they can capitalize and take advantage of if they want to ensure that they're getting their money, that they're getting visibility. So yeah, we've gathered up a list of 3 things that I think everybody should be able to do right after watching this program to be able to implement to maximize all the foreigners that are coming into the country.
Well, let's start with tip number 1. What's a must for the days ahead?
So the biggest one for me is payments, right? We know that there's going to be a large injection of cash coming in, but here's the problem, right? When foreigners are coming in with their US currency, with their euros, their pounds, whatever you may have you, they don't want to change it to TT currency, because once they change it to TT currency, chances are they're not going to be able to get it back, right? It's more beneficial now for foreigners that are coming in to be able to use their bank cards or their credit cards to pay you for your products and services. But that lies the big challenge right there. Most small businesses, the man on the ground, most of them are not set up to be able to accept any form of digital payments or credit card payments or bank payments. So tip number 1 is I need everybody to go and create an account on Color app, right? That is COLOUR. When you create your account inside of Color, one of the big advantages you're going to get is you have a mobile point of sale system. So you're going to be able to now interact with somebody in front of you. Let's just say you're selling food. And again, the foreigners want to use their bank cards or their plastic cards, right? Their credit cards, rather than, convert to TT cash. You could now say, hey, your bill is now $100. And when you put the amount of money that's owed, you're going to click on tap to pay, and a foreigner is now going to be able to use their bank card, tapping their bank card to your phone, and that is going to be able to process that bank card or credit card transaction. That's also safer for you, because now you're not going to have to walk around with loads of cash. That's better security for you. But now everybody you interact with is going to be able to pay you, and cash is not going to be the reason why you don't make the sale. So that's the biggest one, being able to accept your credit card payments and your bank card payments.
How soon after the digital payment, the person tapping the card, the sole trader, that person who is the owner of the business, will get access, will be able to actually pull out this money? They have to wait a couple of days? Could they go and withdraw what's the process there?
Beautiful question. So there's 2 ways to go about doing this, right? If you want to withdraw the funds to your local bank account, it does take 2 to 5 business days for that money to be sent over to your bank account. Or if you want, you could take the added step, and Color also gives you a virtual credit card, right? So you can order the credit card, it costs $100, and you're gonna get a virtual credit card, and they're also gonna mail you a physical card. Now with the virtual card, we have all the machines around the country that have tap to pay. So once the money is in their account, they could use their phone to use the virtual credit card to now tap to pay anywhere the terminals are accepted. And there are ATMs around the country that also have tap to pay technology. So you could tap your phone at the ATM and withdraw that cash immediately if you decide to go that route. So 1 to 5 business days to send over to the bank account or use the virtual account.
Understood. What's a very important tip as we consider the second option, the second must-have for all businesses inside the source that's called Carnival, this final push?
Yes. So the next big thing is we know there's going to be a lot of people that, again, they're making their money, but they're doing all of their record keeping still in a copybook, right? There's a free invoicing platform to record all of your sales and expenses, and that is called Zoho Invoicing, Z-O-H-O, Zoho Invoicing. Rather than keeping all of your sales recorded in a copybook, set up the free account on Zoho, input all of your income into Zoho and all of your expenses. That way you can track every single penny that you've earned and spent during the Carnival season, and then also moving forward, because you're also able to capture people's information if you decide to do that as well.
And this is an app, it's available, it's a digital app?
Yeah, so there is the app version, or you could jump on a computer and you could go to the Zoho Invoicing website and you could do everything from your computer, whatever option is best suited for you.
And that's Z-O-H-O, Zoho?
Yes, Z-O-H-O, Zoho Invoicing.
Okay, let me take some notes here. All right. What's the third one as we continue with some tips this morning?
It's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound ludicrous, but trust and believe there's a lot of businesses that have not done that. Small business owners, if you have not set up any social media platform whatsoever, I'm going to need you to set up at least an Instagram account. And there's 3 posts I'm going to need you to do as soon as possible, because we've gone to TIC, we've gone to the Caribbean Food and Beverage Conference, and there was most of the businesses did not have any form of social media whatsoever. And when you wanted to order from them, they could only accept WhatsApp messages, right? So this is what I want you to do. Set up at least an Instagram account. And the 3 posts you're gonna make is, 1, the first post is gonna be either a video or a carousel, just talking about the business, who you are, what you guys sell. The second post you're gonna create immediately is your products. Give us a little rundown of the products that you sell so people have an idea as to what's going on with your business. And the third post you're going to make is how to order. Remember, you're gonna have a lot of foreigners coming in. They might taste your cooking, they might taste your treats, and they're gonna want to be able to order your products. Now, if you want to be able to send your products to countries like the US and Canada and the UK, you can set up an account with a platform called Carib Shopper. It's free to set up, and you can list your products that way. Again, if people come and they like your stuff, you're going to be able to ship to them directly, as Carib Shopper deals with the payments and also the logistics of getting your goods to them. So create that social media account so that people can find you, create those 3 posts that we spoke about, and if you want to ship to the US, Canada, or the UK, set up Carib Shopper.
Wow, amazing. I want to take it back to the first point, because, there are some businesses, some business owners from the old school, cash is king. They rather see that physical cash, want to hold on to it. There's something, is that kind of, I guess, attraction, or there is that sense of, well, I would have had a great day. How do we break through to them to let them know that, listen, people can indeed, you could obviously increase your sales, because now there is the option. People could pay cash, but of course now they can pay with this digital platform with their credit card. How do we break through? How do we get to that person who's selling craft around the Queen's Park Savannah, who's selling, let's say food on the go, and they're on that particular hustle that they've been doing for so many years, cash-based?
Yeah, JW, I'm glad you brought that point back. How to get through to them? Folks, it's simple. TT currency is not where it ever was. Foreigners are simply not wanting and willing to convert their US dollars, their pounds, their Canadian dollars to TT currency, because once they do that, they cannot convert that currency back. It makes way more sense for them. And this is what they're doing around the world. They're not taking out cash anymore in that local currency. They are much better off using their plastic to pay you. So yeah, sure, you might want to accept cash. Of course, you might want to. But foreigners don't want to do that. And if they do not change to TT currency and they're not willing to give you their US currency, then how are you going to do business? You are losing out on more sales, not accepting bank cards or credit card payments, than you are gaining in cash. That's just what it is at this point in 2024. So you have an app. It's free to set up. It is free to use besides the processing fees, which you can go on the Color website and look them up. It's about 3%. For the processing fees, but set it up. It's free to download and set up. So why not be able to use that platform, accept those payments, rather than losing out on sales because you want cash?
Just give us a recap again of all three. You would have mentioned color, the Zoho, and the third one. So again, just a brief recap as we look to wrap things up
no problem.
on this Tuesday.
So you're setting up your color because you want to accept your credit card payments and your bank card payments. The second thing is you want to be able to track your income that's coming in and the expenses going out using Zoho Invoicing. You can capture customer details as well, or if it's just one-off sales, you can do that with that platform. And third, many small businesses still do not have social media. Set up at least an Instagram account, create your 3 posts, let people know who you are, let them know what product you're selling, and let them know how you're going to be able to receive payments and ship. And if you want to ship out your products and services to the US, Canada, the UK, sign up for Carib Shopper. Free to use. They take their payments on the fees when sales are made, but it's free to set up and use, and that's a great way to get your products internationally.
Digipreneur, what are the plans for the Carnival week ahead?
Well, I'm thinking about Vibes at Voicey and Punchy Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes, but I might have to go jump up for those 2 events.
For sure, man. I'm sure I'll see you around. You keep it safe, and thank you so much. We'll be off next Tuesday because obviously next Tuesday we're on the road. This will be, everybody will be getting ready to head to the parade, but I'm sure the week after we'll get a chance to touch base, God spare.
Absolutely. Take care again.
Happy Carnival.
You too.
Our digipreneur Keron Rose touching base with us on this Tuesday. Up next, despite all the pace and the excitement of the Carnival, we must continue with our conversation on cancer. Dr. LeBlanc joins me on set as we prepare and get all ready. Again, it's Cancer Prevention Month. Full details ahead.
'Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens just come down.